2006, and one evening, I have an 11-year-old child, and she was younger back then, and I had a couple of hours off, and as a single mom, you kind of want to just go outside and see some people. So very often, what I would do is just go to the Library Ale House on Main Street and maybe have a glass of wine and French fries or something like that. And this one evening, I said, you know what, I don't want to go in there. I have no interest in being in that energy. So I kept walking, and I came upon Euphoria Loves Rawvolution, which is a raw food restaurant in Santa Monica, California. And I went in and I thought, oh, this place looks a little funky, but how bad could a chocolate shake be? So I ordered a chocolate shake, and I took a sip and I went, oh, that doesn't taste like chocolate shake to me. I took another sip, and in that minute, I felt the energy. I felt the energy of the shake, the energy of the people. I looked around and I saw how clean and beautiful everybody looked. I went 100% raw the next day. It was interesting. I felt amazing energy right away. There were a couple of times when I ate things that had I had someone like me in my life then, I would have said to me, don't maybe eat so many nuts, or don't have the nut burgers or the heavier things. So there were times where I would eat and then just sit down on the curb and feel like not so great, but I knew that I had a knowing that this was the nutrient-dense food my body wanted, and perhaps it was everything else that was in there before that was giving me the digestion problems. So I did some reading on it, and I learned that you hang tight for a couple weeks and the detox symptoms start to subside. I felt an incredible amount of energy. I started to feel younger, I felt skinnier, I felt lighter, I felt happier. I was hooked. I think at this point in my life, I eat so clean that I don't really need to do them that much. My diet now consists of, romaine lettuce, all kinds of lettuces. I'll eat fruit for most of the day and have a massive, massive salad in the evening. My fats are not usually consisting of oils. They're consisting of avocado and some hemp seeds. So I don't find that I need to cleanse that regularly, but I have done juice fasts. I do recommend them. I recommend water fasting if that's something that you want to be supervised to do. And I have done them in the past. At this particular moment, I'm enjoying chewing. But it is a cleanse. Living this lifestyle is part of, being clean, clear, and bright. So when you eat like this, you're giving your body its natural tendency, the ability to detoxify, and you get to chew food. So you can have a bite of this persimmon, and you are detoxifying and enjoying yourself at the same time. I have so much energy that I can just keep going and going. I stop running just because I get bored, because it takes so long. The amount of energy that I get from eating this way is the reason that I eat a plant-based diet, because I don't want to ruin that buzz. I don't want to ruin the energy that I feel. I go from morning to night and just keep going. I have so much energy in the world to do all the exercise I want. I did not. Definitely not. I had adrenal fatigue. I had a thyroid disorder, a slow thyroid, and within months of eating raw food, the symptoms, along with the help of my naturopath, subsided. And there was about 2.5 years into eating completely 100% raw, and I was one of the biggest advocates of raw food that you would ever meet. After I did a 40-day juice feast, and then I craved some steamed broccoli, and I craved some cooked food. One thing led to another, and I started eating all the old kinds of foods that I used to eat. And within a year, I started to have all my old symptoms. The adrenal fatigue, the thyroid disorder came back, and I just sat down and I said, oh my gosh, like, I forgot about these green juices. I forgot about the tonics. I forgot about the plant-based food. I can't believe I forgot about it. So within a month of making all those things again, I was all better. I had no symptoms. So this is I think this is my message, and I think that happened to me or with me because I was one of the biggest advocates of raw food. I was living it. I had people coming to stay with me, sharing their recipes, sharing times, and I was so excited about it. So the fact that someone like me can take 2 steps forward and 2 steps back and then take a step forward or two and realize that that's the way, that should really let everybody know that it's okay to go forward and then maybe make some mistakes or go backwards a little bit, because only then will you really know for yourself what the difference is. Because let's say you go from a cooked food diet or a cooked, standard American diet, and then you go to raw food, and you kind of know that that's the thing to do. But what if you went back and you felt so great, and what if you went back to the way you were before, and it hit home, and you realized that you weren't going to be well eating that way? That's the moment I knew. That's the moment I changed careers from being a jewelry designer and artist to being a raw food, what I would call myself is a muse. I became a private raw food chef, and I like to inspire. I like to show that this is possible and this is what it looks like. So that happened to me and for me as the huge blessing, really, to take that year step back.